Welcome back, everyone. I am just Shawnee, and today we're going to be watching TikTok scary stories. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like, and ring that bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you guys for commenting. I read your comments. Y'all have some scary stories, honey. Y'all be going through it. I'm loving hearing it. Keep on commenting. Let me know what y'all going through. If y'all had similar experiences like these creators. And don't forget to follow these creators if you have TikTok. If you don't, understand. But if you have TikTok, follow these creators. We're just gonna dive in. Let's go. Let's go.
This is a documentation of me and Chloe, just in case we die.
Yep.
Because we watched this video on TikTok about how Lucifer has come to Earth 3 times, one in the wildfires in Australia, one on the day Corona started, and one on 9/11. Saw his face in the smoke and in the fire. And as soon as the video ended, all the power in the house went off, and we don't know what to do because literally this is what it looks like outside. Say hi. Ryan, if you are here, make yourself known. We welcome you.
No, we don't.
Oh, that's the dog. What? Car door. Who's here?
Wait a second, what? Wait a second, what? Did y'all see anything? Because I wasn't looking. I was just like, you're not welcome. We don't welcome you. Like, you are not welcome here at all. In my presence, in my family or friends' presence, and y'all's presence, not welcome. Honey, what were we supposed to see? I ain't trying to see it. Never mind. You can have that. You can have that. Keep that. Your power just magically came on. Y'all better call Duke. Y'all better call Duke, because what is going on? Nope. Next story.
Tell me a ghost story that sounds completely unbelievable but is entirely true.
I don't even know where to begin, as it's a daily thing for me. For those who don't know me, I'm clairvoyant and I've experienced paranormal things from a young age. I have a lot of stories. A couple weeks ago, we visited this house in the middle of nowhere. It was in Garnett, Kansas, called the Garnett House. This house was built in 1858, and it was easily one of the most haunted homes I've ever been to. That says a lot. I've never experienced so much poltergeist activity at once. Prior to visiting the house, I was taking a nap, and I had a very intense, terrifying dream. Since I was little, I've had dreams that predict things before they happen. I've also had dreams where spirits or ghosts come to me. They show me how they died. They'll tell me their name. They'll show me where they're buried. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know what to do with the information. It just is what it is. This dream was really different though because I was a little girl, but I wasn't me. I was literally somebody else, and I think they were trying to show me what happened to them or what's in the house. It was a little confusing because it wasn't the same exact house, but I had walked upstairs, and I was hiding from this lady that I was terrified of. I knew that if she found me, something bad was gonna happen. So I run upstairs and I hide under the bed, and my heart is pounding. And I see the lady's feet walk by, and I am literally like holding my breath so that she cannot find me. She sits down on the bed next to me, and I try to scoot forward because I was trying to creep out and run down the stairs, and the freaking floor creaks. And as the floor creaked, I knew she heard me, and I remember in the dream I closed my eyes and I just felt the bed rise from above me, like she was lifting it up. And it was this lady with brown hair in this really old-fashioned dress that I've never seen before. And while this was happening, I remember thinking, I'm in a dream, this isn't real, she can't hurt me. And she grabbed me so hard, I felt it, grabbed me by the arm, the back of my head, and pulled me up and like carried me out of the room. And I remember turning and looking at her, and her neck was slit, and it looked like her head was bashed in, and she had cuts all over. She looked very just disfigured, and there was something off. Clearly there was something off. And my friends and I knew nothing about the history. Prior to going to this house, we wanted to go and be surprised and just experience, we just knew it was haunted. And probably about 10 minutes after me getting there, we go upstairs and the craziest shit starts happening. There's this old bed heater sitting by the wall, weighs probably 20 pounds, and all of a sudden it falls over, and our friend was standing nowhere near it. That freaked us out a little bit, and then behind my friend you see this doll just fly off the shelf, and it lands, there's a happy and a sad face, and it landed on the happy face side. So I thought, oh, the spirits are probably happy, you know, that we're here. They were happy, but they were happy to like scare the shit out of us. And then shit hits the fan. We're all a little bit shaken up as to, you know, this thing likes to move things. Okay, we're processing that. And then I see the, you know, those lights that click on and off. I see the thing swinging. So we walk over there to go look at it. All of a sudden, my boyfriend freaks out. There's this ball that flies off the shelf, and then he turns and there's this doll that was sitting on a chair that they believe the doll is haunted. It falls off, the rocking chair starts rocking by itself. He screams, he pulls out his back, injures himself really badly. He could not breathe. I've never seen him in so much pain. And we're all freaking out, so we're trying to get out of there. I was trying to keep my cool. Everyone was screaming. I was like, okay, we need one person to like be chill. So I was trying to keep my cool and set boundaries with the spirits because they were getting at it. It then decides to knock something else off the shelf, and then we were like, okay, we need to get down outside and just breathe. And as we're all sitting outside, there's this entity that's a shadow with a big smile on its face. It walks out of the house, has its smile, and walks back in. It was very pleased with itself. There's a lot more that happened, but after visiting this house, we decided to look more into the history. And this goes back into my dream. Are you ready for this? It turns out that there were multiple serial killers who lived at the home. Well, one of them was an axe murderer and murdered a woman, slit her throat, bashed her head in. Exactly how I described the lady in my dream. And there's also a little girl seen throughout the house, so did she have anything to do with that lady who was murdered, or was she just scared showing me what's in the house? I don't know. But to make this even crazier, I caught this all on video. Yeah. And I'll be posting the full video this Sunday on my channel. I hope you're ready.
Honey. Kels Davies. Should we watch the video? Should we watch the video? I feel like we should go find it. Let's go find it and let's watch it. Let's go find Nope. Just kidding. I will leave that to y'all. Y'all see her name. Go on her page and go find it. In fact, if y'all want me to post that video, oh, I'm trying to decide if I want to post it right now. Okay. I might go post it right now. Okay, hold on. Oh, hell no. I just went to her TikTok. Ain't nobody got time for that. Y'all can watch that on your own time. In fact, you don't even have to have a TikTok to watch her channel. Her channel. Do you call it channel for TikTok? Anyway, if you want to see her TikTok, you ain't got a TikTok, all you gotta do is go to TikTok.com. I think my TikTok is not logged onto my laptop because I just looked at it through my laptop, and girl, honey, you can have that. Ain't nobody about to watch that by myself up in here. Heck no. Y'all can watch that by yourself, honey. About this going to this haunted house without doing any research. No research at all. You was not prepared. Nope. That was silly. That was the first mistake. Oh no, actually, that was not the first mistake. The first mistake was trying to move in an old house as a little girl in your dream, trying to escape. No, you should have waited, honey. And if you was gonna move, when I move, you move. When she moved, you should have moved. You should have took the freak off. You should have took off, bruh. That was ride or die. It was run or die, bruh. Run or die. In that moment, you should have took off, honey. You just got. You just waited to get got. Ain't no freaking way. If I make up in my mind, if I'm scared, I'm hiding somewhere, and I make up in my mind that I'm about to run, I'm about to take the freak off, I'm taking the freak off. If something, you out now. Taking the freak off. But anyway, first mistake was moving and not being ready to move. Like, what? We ain't gonna stop. Press pause now, fool. We get up out here. If we're escaping, we're escaping. Like, that's the finishing goal. Like, that's the goal right there. That was the thought. We're gonna see it all the way through. We getting the freak up out there. Okay. Second mistake was taking this dream and saying, oh, okay, well, I had this dream. I'm clairvoyant, whatever you want to call it. And I'm not going to do any research before I go to this haunted place. Honey, what's happening? You went and they tried to play your face, bro. They actually did play all y'all faces. Played all your faces. It was like, oh, you wasn't ready. You was not prepared. Ain't no stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. So do that research so you will be ready. Like, what you know what you going against. Like, honey, there were so many mistakes. There were so many mistakes. But you know better. You know better. I'm going. How they go? They do it too much. You go up into this house and stuff is just happening, and you just like, oh, they came to play, and you ain't come. You ain't come ready. I can't get over that fact that you had warnings. You had warnings, and you still was just like, oh, I'm gonna come up in here blind. Just come up here not prepared. That happened. No, touch, affect your boyfriend, honey. Do whatever. What'd you say? Throw his back out or injure him? Like, what? Nah, you ain't gonna touch me, honey. You ain't gonna touch me. You ain't gonna touch my man. You ain't gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was not ready. Like for you to be who you are, you need to be ready to fight. You should be always ready to fight. Like, what was Lauren? Who was that her name from the freaking Insidious? She got me so upset that I can't think of her name right now. I think her name was Lauren and Warren. I can't think of it right now. But the fact that they was already ready, always ready to fight. Like, okay, well, this isn't my battle, but I'm ready. You need to be always on ready, bruh. Always. Got me upset because you do it. You play games. That thing that came out and started smiling. First of all, had the doll land on Smile. Now we all seen the movie Smile, and I think it's very ironic. Well, there's no such thing as coincidences. I was just on, what was it, Netflix or Hulu? I can't remember which one I was on. And guess what popped up on my screen as a suggestion, as a recommendation? Smile. And now I'm watching this and you talking about smiling and something came out the house smiling at you. Like, you do it too much. You do it too much. That was too much. Let's keep it going because it was a lot wrong with that. A lot wrong. I mean, can we comment below all the things that we found that was wrong with that? Because when I went on her TikTok page, I just felt the presence was like, nope, you should get off of this. So y'all do y'all thing. Y'all do you. Stay prayed up, okay? Because I'm not doing that. I'm not getting God.
I don't know if y'all have been seeing this creator's video on your For You page, but she's all over mine. She made a video saying, tell me a ghost story that sounds completely unbelievable, but is entirely true. If you know me, you know I have a lot of those, and I come with receipts. So my mom, my dad, my sister, and her newborn baby had just moved to this small town in the Midwest called Liberty, Missouri. Now this town is very old. It has a lot of history. The house that we bought and we moved into, I don't think was haunted, but I think it was more so the land itself that was haunted. To kind of give y'all an idea of just how old this town was and how much history it has, this building that's behind me is called the Oddfellows home. This building was built, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think in 1893. So very, very old. It's been a hospital for the mentally ill, the physically ill. I think at one point it was an orphanage. So this town has been around for a while. For the entirety of my mom's life, she's always had a lot of supernatural experiences. She's been very intuitive. So right when we moved in, she kind of sensed that there was some sort of entity or spirit, and we always thought it was kind of a childlike spirit just because it was more so playful, and it just played a lot of pranks. It never really threatened us or our safety or anything. Now, as mentioned before, it was my dad, my mom, my sister, and her newborn baby living in this house, and the most activity happened in this room, which was the baby's nursery room. The doors in this room would always open and close by themselves. My niece would wake up in the middle of the night or really early in the morning around 3 or 4. She would stand up in her crib looking out over the room, yelling into space, yelling no, yelling stay back. I'll show those videos in a second. I would say the creepiest part about this room was that in this closet, which the door never stayed shut in this room, in this closet there's a little crawl space that was kind of locked in. Here's a better picture of the door. You can actually see in this photo that this door is cracked open, and that's how it always stayed. No matter how many times you shut it, that door would always open back up. Now, this bedroom was actually a Jack and Jill bedroom, so there was a bathroom connecting these 2 bedrooms that were right next to each other, and this bathroom is probably where the most creepy thing ever happened. My sister got out of the shower and saw this on the mirror. Now, mind you, she was the only person in the house. My dad was visiting family in Iowa. My mom was on a work trip. I was down here in Texas with my husband. And at this point, she had been alone in the house, just her and her newborn for a week. This was the last day of the week that she was alone. And she takes a shower and she gets out of the shower and she sees this on the mirror. Mind you, we have lived in the house for like a year at this point. We've taken so many showers. That mirror has fogged up so many times. Never ever has a message been written on this mirror. Now, this is kind of where we were validated in the fact that we thought this was a childlike spirit. Not only did it play pranks and kind of mess with us like that, but we think that this spells out Anna Boanna, and then there's 3 little stars. You can't really see that one, but there's 3 little stars underneath it, and this just really confirms that, like, we were right in assuming that this might be a kid. As mentioned previously, my niece would, in the middle of the night, stand up in her crib and look out over the room and yell things like no and stay back, and I will show you guys that right now. Another thing that would happen a lot in that nursery was we would see a lot of orbs, and I know orbs are controversial, okay? A lot of people are like, oh, they're bugs, or oh, it's dust, or oh, it's just light from the camera and reflections and refractions or whatever, but just like the way that these were moving, like they had to be orbs. They had to be orbs, and I'll show you that now. The last video that I'll show you is me walking in the bedroom. As I mentioned previously, doors would open and shut by themselves all the time. Now, I understand when you walk through like a doorway, sometimes the door will close behind you because of the wind, but usually it needs momentum for the door to completely latch. The video I'm about to show you, I walked through the doorway at a normal speed, like I'm not running through the doorway, and you can see it slowly shut and the door completely latches. Completely latches. No way that door completely latches with as slow as it was going. Watch. Completely latched. So to wrap up the video, I'll tell 2 more stories. I don't have any videos or pictures from these, but I'm pretty sure y'all can take my word for it. I'm obviously not lying here. My first ever encounter with this spirit entity, whatever it was when we had just moved in. It was late 2019. I was just diagnosed with ovarian cancer, so I actually just had a pretty big surgery, and I was on some pretty hefty pain pills. I was on hydrocodone, so initially I thought I was just seeing things, but I'm upstairs, I'm in the Jack and Jill bedrooms. The bedroom that I'm in, the light is off. The bathroom that is connected to the bedroom, that light is on. So I wake up and I look in the doorframe of the bathroom and I see a figure. And it's nobody in my family. It doesn't look like anybody in my family. I see the figure, I get up and leave the room. I don't stare at it, I don't interact with it, I just get up and I leave. I go downstairs. All my family is downstairs. Nobody was up there. And then lastly, probably the craziest thing. So it was just my mom, my sister, and the newborn. It was around the winter time and it was about to be a big snowstorm. So my mom and my sister left the house to go run a bunch of errands before all the roads closed.
They get back home with all the groceries, and they take out the groceries in the car, and they take all the bags and place them on the counter. Now, mind you, no food is put away, no groceries are put away. They just simply put the bags full of food on the counters, and they quickly realize that they forgot something. So they leave, they come back with the thing they forgot. When they walk in the front door, they see all of the food, all of the groceries that they brought in and kept in the bags are out of the bags, just haphazardly placed around the kitchen in like the most random spots. And probably the weirdest, like tiniest creepy detail of the whole story is the twist ties on like loaves of bread that was taken off of the bread, and it was placed on the edge of the counter, sitting up just like a little person with its like little legs crossed. So those are probably like the craziest stories that I have from that house. Like I said before, if you know me, if I know you, you've probably heard these stories because I literally tell them every chance I get.
Girl, y'all need to cleanse that house. That whole land, the whole land just need to be cleansed. Like everything. Cause honey, did y'all see what I saw when she first showed the baby? It seemed like there was a shadow on the curtain. Did y'all see that? I might have just been seeing stuff. But when she was talking about the orbs, and she was looking, you see the view of the bathroom. Before the orbs came from the bathroom, I saw something in that bathroom by that freaking mirror, bruh. Don't tell me I'm the only one who saw that thing. It was like a shadow, and then all of a sudden, the orbs came from the bathroom. It moved towards the crib before the orbs came towards the camera. Like it was a lot going on, and there was definitely some presence there. Like, oh my goodness, please tell me y'all saw what I saw. Comment below if you saw the shadow on the curtain when the baby first was like, no, don't come any closer. It's like the baby had turned to like diagonal the baby diagonal themselves towards the curtain almost, and it seemed like there was a shadow on the curtain. And then did y'all see the shadow in the bathroom? Did y'all? Girl, I bet not be by myself, bro. I bet not be by myself. Y'all better say y'all saw that too. Y'all better say, because honey, what? It was too much going on in that house. That baby was trying to tell y'all something. Y'all need to listen to these kids, these babies. What was Noah saying? Noah saying these baby got the veils. Listen to these babies, because they be seeing stuff that we don't see. That baby was not talking to herself. She was talking to, we see the orbs. Y'all saw the orbs. Y'all playing games while we playing games right now. Y'all like, oh, this just happens. Oh, this is just normal. No, this is not normal. You saw what you saw in that bathroom. Talk about, oh, I just got up and left. No, they need to get up and leave. They need to leave. This is y'all house. Take y'all house back. What are we doing here? What are we doing? That was too much. These stories today, this video today, you guys. If you haven't already, subscribe.